So just one little calculation. Well,
I was looking at them. I don't know.
I lied a little, okay? Okay. Look, I think, oh, Dr. Ike's gone, right?
Talk bad about them.
Yeah, we talked bad about it, yeah.
Mike didn't catch that, right?
I think on STEP exams, I think some of the questions can actually be kind of demanding. They actually want you to do some calculations, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to promise to set you some test questions so that you at least have some practice doing those calculations. But I think we should probably go through some of these. So. I've got here, it's on page 6, it's actually out of Costanzo, and it's a problem, and it asks you to make some calculations. I'll just read through it quickly. A woman runs a marathon on a hot September day and drinks no fluids to replace the volumes lost in sweat. It is determined that she lost 3 liters of sweat, which had an osmolarity of 150 milliosmoles per liter. Before the marathon, her total body water was 36 liters, and 12 of it was ECF and 24 was ICF. Assume her body fluid osmolarity was 300. Assume a new steady state is achieved and that all the solute lost from her body came from the ECF. What's her ECF volume now and the osmolarity after the marathon? And so it's just a calculation. She shows you one way of doing it. I don't know, maybe I'm not as smart as Costanzo. I always do things differently. And so what I thought I'd do is go through the way I did it, and then you can look through how Costanzo did it, and you can conclude whether I'm crazy or she's crazy. And I hate to say it, I think you'll say that she's done it the easy way. I don't know. Maybe I just think in a convoluted way. So I started to fill out. She had 36 liters. She had an osmolarity of 300 milliosmoles per liter, 24 liters here and 12 liters here. And she lost, I think, 3 liters of 150 milliosmoles per liter. So she lost, what, 450 milliosmoles? And of course 3 liters. So the way I do this, oh, I'm almost embarrassed now. This had what, 3,600? Total was 3,600. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, ECF osmoles. So 12 times 300 is 3,600. So there's 3,600 milliosmoles here, right? And there should be 7,200 milliosmoles here. Yes? Okay. So it's 3,600 minus 450, which is what, 3,150 is the new number of milliosmoles. Okay. So the total is the new milliosmoles here is 7,200, because nothing changes, right? This was isosmotic. Okay, so it's still 7,200. And so, quite simply, I'm going to add total 3,100, 7,200, and I've already done that, so what I'm saying is here, this is 3,100 over the total of 10,350 times 36 minus 3 litres. Is this convoluted? And this over here is 7,200 over 10,350 times 33. So that's the way my mind works. Have you seen the way Costanzo does it? Am I crazy? Yes, yes. No, it's the total. So it should be 7,200 plus 3,150. Does that add up? 7,200 plus 3,150 is 10,350.
Are you calculating like how much volume right now in the extracellular and intracellular?
Yeah, the question asks us to do that, and if you calculate this out, it comes to about 23 litres, and this comes out at about 10 litres. So, what does Costanzo get? Gosh, 10 litres, she got it right. She didn't use the right way to get there, but she got it right. Look, you can do it any way you want. I just thought I'd just show you that you can skin a cat many different ways. That's not a very good metaphor, is it?
Raccoons.
Raccoons, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I mean, you could go, I think you probably just go through Costanzo's by yourselves, yes? Okay. All right. So, so on page 7, there's a table there right out of Costanzo, and we'll just deal with the contractions, the top 3. Okay, so you got diarrhea, which is isosmotic, sweating, which is actually kind of watery, and then I don't like these terms, hypoosmotic, hyperosmotic. I don't know what it relates to. All I know is that sweating is mostly watery and adrenal insufficiency is mostly sodium. That's the way I see it. We've already been through the first 3, so the ECF volume and the ICF volume and the osmolarity. We've already done Darrow-Yannick diagrams for them. Maybe we should do them again. I don't know. Do you want me to leave this up, or would you rather I scrap it? Okay. Let me go over here then. Where's my pen? So what's the first one? Isotonic. Well, I used green before, let me use green again. So, isotonic loss, basically, this was our equilibration phase. And so we've done that. That's simple, it's straightforward. Let's do what's really easy first. These are all contractions. Look at the plasma proteins on the far right. Anytime you have a contraction, you increase the plasma protein concentration. And that's just straightforward. The reason Costanzo has this in here is that it appeared in STEP questions some years ago. And honestly, in some ways, I'm thinking, do you really need to know this? But there is some relevance, because sometimes looking at the hematocrit and the plasma protein concentrations can give you some clues as to change in fluid balance. So, the STEP exams, I think these were kind of hard questions, but I think there's some justification for it. So plasma proteins, anytime you contract, they go up. And if you look at the bottom three where you expand, the protein concentration goes down. But hematocrit is not quite so intuitive. So let's go through hematocrit.